All right, checking in. Commissions popping in from across the pond. Sitting here in rainy Lagos, Portugal. So decided to finally do the recap / prediction. There was a lot of talk from Pouchon in the chat again. Oh, Commissioner is neglecting his duties. Oh, I'm going to take over. Time for the coup. Say it with me, fellas. Nothing ever happens. Woo, yeah. Pouchon, he ain't doing shit. He's scared. He's chicken shit. I ain't scared of him. Golly. Your boy's over here in Europe getting work done. Pouchon sitting in Amazon headquarters, slaving away for Bezos. Got him. Anyway, this is our league. 3 people are now eliminated. Very early for 3 people to be eliminated. The bottom 3 teams in this league suck. And then Scott's 9-1. Got a wagon of a team. Andy's getting lucky playing against some teams that aren't playing very well. I will say, it's hard to call Scott a fraud. His team's sick. Maybe he's a little lucky with matchups, but not really fraud. And then the rest of the league, 10 teams are at 5-5 or 6-4. Oh my God. I've been talking fantasy football in Reagan's ear all week. I'm addicted. Let's get into the recap. Oh yeah, and before we get into that, here is the current, if the playoffs started today, Ish hops in the 2 seed. Obviously, Scott's still in the 1. Me and Rob, 4-5. Ooh. And then Scott and Thomas. It would be electric. It would be so good. All right, starting off with my matchup against Rag. My By-Mageddon. Rag wins 137-118, I believe it was. His running backs showed up. Kamara and Aaron Jones both had, I think, their best game of the season. Trey McBride's a cheat code. And then my boys, everyone just played meh. I had to start Jalen Lane. 5 points is about all I could expect. Vidal was good. Smith was okay. Ginty was okay. Cook was okay. Allen was okay. Everyone was just okay. Next week I get Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb back. The full team is here. Rag survives 5-5. He was there. He was on the plane to Cancun. He was right there with Brett. And now he's back. Let's go. Everyone's fighting. We got 4 weeks left. Everyone's fighting to get to that 7-win mark. It might be the first season that 8 wins is what is needed, since we have 3 teams that are so bad. But we'll see. Good win here from Rag. He really is hanging on McBride right now because his wide receivers have been ass. Jettas is with 9 or whatever the fuck JJ McCarthy's dumbass is calling himself now. Jettas looks bad. So if Rag wants to be a playoff team, he needs Jettas to kick it in gear. I think I need to have like 2 or 3 healthy weeks with my boys, and I'll be able to get into the playoffs. That's the position right now. All right. I'm trying to get through these quick because I have a recap and a prediction, and I don't need this Airbnb Wi-Fi to try and upload like a 40-minute video. Woof. Lost to Briggs, 94-110. Bijan, dude, the Falcons hate Bijan, and the Falcons might be horrible. Danny Dimes has fallen back to earth. Starting both the Bears wide receivers is a weird move. Kenneth Walker's not viable. You traded Bill. You're down bad on running backs. I know you had Higgins on bye, so maybe Moore doesn't start normally, but still. Cal falls to 5-5. He has declared his season over. It's obviously not over. He just needs to find 2 random wins, but I can't see this team being a contender unless Bijan goes back to what he could be and Higgins, Dunze, and Mbuka just go crazy. And then Briggs. I forgot to talk about the Briggs trade. Yeah, Briggs traded J-Mo and fucking Jackson Dart for Kyron Williams. He was just giggling on the couch right after Ish pressed accept. That was last week's Thursday Night Football. Ish was like 9 or 10 beers deep. Questionable morals there from Thomas. Very questionable, Thomas. Very questionable. And we'll get to Ish's team, but it obviously worked out well for Thomas. He solidifies a running back room. When he gets Chase Brown back, Thomas is officially now real contender. Easily top 5, maybe top 3. Good win here, 6-4. Feels way better to be at 6-4 than 5-5 than it would in a normal season. This was a gross matchup. And another trade I need to talk about. Mikosi beats Hayden by 2, 91-89. Dobbins, who I just traded him, goes down. God, that feels good for me, getting rid of him and then immediately going down. Garrett Wilson, I don't think, played. And Mikosi still won. Hayden, what are you doing? Hayden traded for Sam Darnold. He traded away probably his best tight end for Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold stunk. His team's awesome, but he stunk. I went and checked. Literally any waiver wire quarterback would have gotten Hayden the win this week. He had just been doing Purdy and Mac Jones back and forth, and it had been working. Like, quarterback was not the weak part of his team. And for some reason, he just didn't pick up Mac Jones this time. I don't know. Weird choice. But yeah, that cost him straight up. He could have played any other quarterback, and he didn't. But we'll get into the rest of his team. A lot of stuff's changed. RJ Harvey stock up. Marv might be dead. Mikosi, huge win. I would be concerned about the health of your team. If Dobbins is going to miss significant time, if Garrett Wilson's really done, you're going to be back to rocking Chuba Hubbard and Kyle Monangai as your running backs. That's brutal. I'll trade you another running back. Hit my line. If you can't tell, I'm straight off a cup of coffee, so I'm feeling pretty good. Sutton loses to Clay. Another just stinker. If you're one of the... I scored 30 points more than these teams and lost. That's just how we are in the league right now. Clay is getting wins with 92 points. This shit fucking sucks, dude. Lamar was fine. McCaffrey was fine. Dowdle was fine. Everyone on Clay's team was just okay. He needs more from Bowers. Alec Pierce is good for, one bomb every game. Clay's team, nothing to worry about here. Great team. If he doesn't make the playoffs, I will be downright shocked and borderline appalled. Poor Sutton. Just can't catch a break. Terry's still out. Pearsall's still out. ETN, who I traded him, since I traded him, he has been fantastic, and he's been essentially worth lad straight up. But Christian Watson has not been as good as I thought he was going to. To be fair, nobody on the Packers was good that game. From what I heard, I kicked off at 2 a.m. my local time, so I did not watch. But I did hit a banger bet on it, so shout out Brett for being my American bookie. Sutton is going to find a win here. He's going to put it together a week where Saquon, Breece, ETN, and Bo Nix all put it together at the same time, and either Watson or Shaheed catches a touchdown, and he's going to catch somebody. Brett and Hayden do not assume that Sutton is going to end with one win. I guarantee he will sneak one out. He's so unlucky, but he will sneak one out. Come on, Sutton. We need it. We need some drama in the league. No one wants to see the Swatton run the beer mile. It would just be you doing it. We want to see Hayden or Brett. No offense. Next matchup, Brett. He tried. Good effort. 104 would have beaten almost half the league this week. But Rob, Jonathan Taylor, 50 burger damn near. 50! What the fuck? Rob's team was horrible other than his fucking Jonathan Taylor, his second tight end, his defense and his kicker. Just 21 points. That's why Sam Darnold was so ass this week, because his defense got 21 fantasy points. Little was awesome. He traded with Cal. He traded away Roman Dunes for Trey Tucker and Bill. Oh no, Rob. Trey Tucker is not good. Geno just got benched. I think I just sentineled myself. I don't think Geno got benched, but he's ass. Bill, bust. Yeah, that was a bad trade. Rome put up 20. Not that it mattered this week for Rob, but it will matter. And then Brett, just Raji was never the answer. You had Lamar on your team. You had Zay Flowers, and now you have Raji and Metcalf. Ladd was good. Kittle's good. Waddle's good. But this team is not good. I would be very concerned if I was Brett, especially since I think Sutton right now has maybe a stronger team. And Hayden's is way. All right, we're back with the last couple recaps here. Ish takes down Pushan. Pushan, solid showing, 120-ish. But Ish, high score of the week, 162. So he traded for Jackson Dart and JMO for Kyron Williams. It worked out this week. They both played well. But JMO was going against the Commies defense, who is historically bad. Turns out when Kyle was talking about one of our teams having historic defense, it was mine. We are one of the worst in the century, I think. And then everyone, Bobby Wagner's like second in tackles this year, and everyone's like, oh, look at Bobby, still producing in year 14. No, Bobby Wagner sits in the middle of the field and tackles the running back after he gets 13 yards. That's how he has all his fucking tackles. He fucking is old. Dart was good, but now he's concussed. And JMO's, we're going to see. We're going to have to see on that trade. It was curious by Ish. But JSN still is good. Gibbs was never not going to do that to the Commies defense. Ish is in a really good spot. Pushan, it's just ugly. Like, no, they never put it together. This week it was Warren, Olave, the Broncos defense, and Bates. Monty didn't look very good. Not that he needed to. Henry doesn't look good, and he had to start Michael Penix. I would be worried about Pushan's team. If he was at 6-4 right now, I think he could find another win or two to get into the playoffs. But at this point, it's an uphill battle. I haven't looked at his schedules, but he's going to have to find some lucky spots there, basically. All right, and last recap, Scott takes down Maish. Big win for Scott. Not really, because he was already in the playoffs, but Devon Achane is a cheat code. 174 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm sure he had a fuck ton of receiving yards because he's basically their wide receiver 1. And he is projected, I think, like 30 points next week against the Commies. That is going to be a just absolute shit show. Scott's doing it, man. He's doing it. Bateman as his flex. Fergie on bye. Like, a -1 points from his defense. His wide receivers are just absurd. If Woody Marks is going to put up 16, there's not much to do. Scott's team is a real good place. I also think out of all the 5-5 teams, Kyle's in a really good place. I think if Judkins gets in the end zone, if Rashad White gets in the end zone, we're talking about Kyle's team as one of the best. Like, you're hopefully not gonna get those Pittman games, but that might just be Jonathan Taylor's team, and Danny Dimes might come back down to earth. Like I said, didn't watch much of the games this week, but everyone said Mariota was great. I watched most of that one, sure. But yeah, both these teams I wouldn't really worry. Like I said, out of the 5-5 teams, I have the most faith in Mashal, and Scott is now just making sure the 1 seed is locked up, which it essentially already is. He would have to lose out, and someone would have to win out, and then he's going for a record. I think the best record is like 11-3. I think he could beat that. Let's go, Scott. Why not? Why not? Jeez, history, big fella. All right, and now I'm just mid-video transitioning to the predictions. I'm doing this just straight off the dome. No, not looking at them beforehand, nothing. Let's get into it. All right, and I'm starting with myself. I think this will be an easy one. I am picking myself to win. Everyone was like, oh, Ford juggernaut team, he's predicted so many points. There's like 3 other people projected over 130 with me. I'm projected like 136. Kyle's projected like 131. Clay is projected like 133. Like, yeah, my team looks pretty solid this week, but calm down. But yeah, I have Allen and Cook coming off that ugly Dolphins loss. Hopefully they go off. Genty against Dallas's defense. Jamar Chase against Pittsburgh defense. We remember what happened last time they played. CeeDee Lamb against Vegas. And Devontae against Detroit. I think it's a mixture of good team with great matchups and then playing Hayden. Sam Darnold, Jaylen Warren, Bam Knight, who is injured. Worthy is the Wandell. And he's starting Meyer, and he's starting Harvey. Harvey, who, Dobbins out, he's RB1 now, which is huge for Hayden. But the main storyline of this matchup is Marv. Just randomly had to get his appendix taken out. So Hayden's wide receiver 1 is probably out for at least a couple weeks because of appendicitis. Just new levels of unlucky for Hayden here. That is absurd, and I will be picking myself to win. If I am the one that gives Hayden another win, I will. With this lineup, I will be. Reagan's looking at me. I will kill myself.
No.
Fuck, that's probably gonna get this video banned. Fuck it, b-ball. All right, TikTok, don't take that down. I'm unalive. Isn't that what they say? Isn't whatever. Rag versus Cal. I think Cal's projected like 120. Rag's projected 130. It just, I don't know about Aaron Jones. He's always questionable. He was good last week, but who knows? The wide receiver room is weird, but once again, Trey McBride is projected almost 20. That's absurd. And then Cal, still starting J.J. McCarthy. Bijan, maybe? I mean, Kenneth Walker's bad. Rome, it will be fine. The wide receivers here are good. But I don't know why Cal went out and traded for another wide receiver when he probably should have been trading for a running back too, because he already had so many fucking wide receivers. I'm going to go Rag here. I like Diggs' matchup. I like Jetta's matchup. I know the Chicago's defense has been playing better, but still. And I like Javonte's matchup. Going Rag here. I think Stafford also slings it way better than McCarthy. This is a big one. This is a 2 5-5 team, so going down to 5-6 is scary when you could be at 6-5. Go Rag. All right, another one where the team favorited is, I think, Clay's projected like 135 or something, and then Briggs is projected 120. Just sucks. There's some really low projections out there, and Cal and Briggs are projected to lose by double digits when projected 120. Just rough. But you can see why. McCaffrey is projected almost 27. Dowdle's projected almost 20. Bowers is projected 19. Like, I'm picking. Ooh, let me look. I don't want to make a pick yet. Hurts is going to get 21 on the dot pretty much. Chase Brown will be fine probably. Kyron will be fine. This is an interesting matchup. Troy Franklin against Kansas City, you never know. Still starting Cade Otton, which feels tough. You know what? I'm going to go Clay here. I think McCaffrey's too much to handle, and I'm trying to get these done. Oh, gross matchup. Brett and his cobbled together roster against Makosi and his banged up roster. Like I said, he's starting Hubbard and Monangai. He gets Rice back, sure, but Debo hasn't looked great. The Chiefs guys have to play against Denver's defense. Monangai's going against Minnesota's defense. So I'm going to go Brett here. Big win. Raji against the Cincinnati defense. He gets Waddle against the Commies. Kittle against Arizona, and Metcalf against Cincy. I think against Cincy's defense is the one time that shitty Steelers stack can carry Brett. I'm going Brett here. Get the win. All right, finishing these up in the next 2 minutes, I'm going Pushan versus Sutton. Huge matchup. Sutton could get off the bottom, or Pushan could put himself firmly in playoff contention. The lineup's looking okay for Sutton this week. Breece Hall, Etienne, Barkley, Caleb Williams. He's got Shaheed and Watson. I'm picking Sutton here. Fuck it. I think Shaheed or Watson, one of them will get a touchdown. The running backs will play well. And I don't trust the Freiermuth start. I don't trust Parker Washington start. And I don't trust Jawan Jennings start. Also, A.J. Brown straight up went on Janky Rondo's like Madden stream and told him, if you have me in fantasy football, drop me. Pushan, please drop him so I can pick him up. Fuck A.J. Brown. Fuck the Eagles, dude. God damn. What an idiot. I'm going Sutton. Scott is winning this. H-Hand's projected almost 28. Woody Marks goes against Tennessee. London against Carolina. Devontae, I mean, this disgusting. And then this is disgusting another way. Brian Robinson and Bill, gross. Brian Thomas, gross. Pickens will be good. Banged up Schultz and then Trey Tucker. Rob's team is collapsing in on itself. Holy shit, Rob. Get it together. Why did you trade for Bill? Scott's winning. All right, and I think last matchup, if I missed your matchup, please tell me. Kyle is going to beat the brakes off of Eshawn. Jackson Dart will not be playing. J-Mo's not going to do what he did against the Commies against the Eagles. Don't trust Cortland Sutton. Swift is banged up, and he didn't trade for the backup, even though I offered him like a million times. Puka is going to be great. Jacobs is going to be fantastic. And I like the Mariota start. I do. I like it. Quinshon Judkins in the flex is beautiful. Go Kyle. I'll see you guys at the end of the week. Bye.